Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anna for Reinforcement Club. Today, we are going to talk about the effects of comparing yourself to others. So, when we try to compare ourselves, of course, we are going to compare ourselves to someone better than us, smarter than us, stronger than us. Well, that could be a good motivation for us to compare ourselves in the sense that, seeing someone inspiring us to become the kind of person we want to be. We're looking up to someone like a role model. And yeah, they inspire us, they motivate us in different ways. And looking at their accomplishments, those people that we compare ourselves to have already gone through the hard times, the best and the hard times in that area. So, especially when we're just getting started and we compare ourselves to those people who've been already in that journey in that business for over 10 years. They've already made themselves the best of the best in that area. It could be sports, business, or relationships. So we like for example, you have a favorite couple who've gone through a lot of tough times in their lives, and their relationship have grown. They're much sweeter than their first 5 to 10 years, and they're already well adjusted couple. And then we compare ourselves to them, and basing our relationships with someone we just dated for 6 months. So that's a long way. Or we may compare ourselves with someone who is really good in business, like someone who's already in that real estate business for over 10 years, and we just bought a house 6 months ago. So it's a long way for us to get to that level. Yes, yeah, they motivate us, and they give us, those role models that we have actually give us a benchmark, some sorts of standards. But to let you know, especially those, speaking about criterias, since people are different, we do have different criterias, different benchmarks. We could mix up our own standards with others to see if, whichever works. But in the most part, we can come up with our own standards, our own benchmarks to the, to the thing that we want to be great, and like benchmark on something that we want to gain some sort of mastery. It could be finances, art, relationships, relationship goals. So it takes a long time for that to work out. And the thing about comparing ourselves to the point of copying those people who've already been in that business for so long, for more than a decade, it's it's kind of daunting though, to the point that it's going to make us feel inadequate to ourselves if we try to copy them. And that usually happens to social media nowadays, like especially in Instagram. You can see those beautiful bodies, ideal glutes, you know, muscles, or it could be, that some people are showing up that they're rich, they travel all over the world, but we don't really know how true is that. And unknowingly, we're just swiping, and then we appreciate how great they have, but we have no idea what's really going on in their lives for real. And comparing ourselves to these people having these loads of money, it makes us really inadequate, feeling inadequate, especially if we're working on that, on the same area, and then we're struggling, and then we're falling short, and that actually erodes our confidence because we compared ourselves to that best of the best role model. In some point, comparing ourselves to others, it can be like unhealthy. That's unhealthy competition because, you know, we shift our focus from personal growth to outperforming that person at all costs, leading to burnout, stress, or strained relationships. So it boils down to the word envy. So we want that thing that he has. We want that medals, that millions of dollars, that family that he has. I want it. So I feel pressured every time. So that is envy. Since you don't have it yet, you're working hard to have it. So you feel envy. And another thing is that when you compare yourself to others, you will lose your authenticity. Well, as much as I love the word authentic, I don't want to lose it. But when you compare yourself to others, you may lose sight of your own values, your own passion, your talent, and your unique strengths. You may find yourself chasing after someone else's definition of success, relationship goals, your role models or other people's own definition of you know hard work, financial success, which should be sometimes out of your own uh, values, out of you're adapting someone else's life, and that is difficult. You're gonna lose yourself, and losing yourself means that you're out of control. You're not putting value of your very own power, which is within you. You're not making use of your own resources. Please don't. And in the most part, when you compare yourself to others, you may miss the opportunity for collaboration. No. When the good thing about envy is that if it's really purely just envy, the good thing about it is that when you communicate to that role model that you envy him or her, the good thing about it is that if you're open to cooperation or collaboration with that mentor, with your role model, it may help you a lot. That's why you have to be honest with yourself. And that is part of authenticity. Self awareness, be true to yourself. In order to have a look about that role model of yours, their perspectives, their standards, that will give you an opportunity to really assess if they're worth looking up to. That gives you an opportunity. What are the parts of the area or the areas of your model that you want to adapt? However, when you adapt something over time, when you really value yourself, you can come up with an idea which could be better than your role model. Better in a way that it's favorable for you, and that makes you authentic. However, if you're not honest enough to yourself, you're really competing to your role model who's been in the business for over 10 years and counting. You may miss the opportunity of collaboration and learning about his strategies, his character, which attributes of your role model that is worth adapting to your own style. You know, it's in summary, yes, for occasional comparison, yes, it's worth it. It can provide you with valuable insights and motivation. It's also important to cultivate self-awareness and maintain healthy perspectives. And in the most part, focus on your own journey. Celebrate your own success, learn from your own experience, use that comparison, that benchmark of your role model as a tool for your own growth rather than a source of validation or self doubt. Otherwise, if you use envy, if you use comparison for your own advantage, you can make use of that Otherwise, according to Hitler, if you compare yourself to others, you are insulting yourself. And when the worst comes to worst, if you keep comparing yourself to others, if you keep copying other people, you may gonna lose yourself, which is too bad. We only have one chance, one life, one opportunity. Never lose it. Always keep learning. And it all starts from yourself. Self-love. Anyway, this is Anne of Reinforce Me Club. If you ever like this message today, you can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, Reinforce Me Club. You can click subscribe and including the notification button. Share this to your family and friends. Have a good day ahead. Thank you very much. Bye.